This is the Mighty OB'a Pat Freeman once again here on clbTV on 1080 AM WFO radio and the internet here on YouTube with our weekly sports update. A lot to talk about in the world of sports at the time that this video is being shot. The NFL lockout is almost over. There is principally a plan in place which will end the NFL lockout, which will consist of 7 to 10 years of an agreement that will help instill labor peace for a good amount of time for the next decade. You're talking about 2020 almost of labor peace with the NFL. That is a great thing for those that love the game of football. With it, though, there are going to be some things that you have to be mindful of. There's going to be a 72-hour window, I believe, for teams to sign their own free agents. There also is going to be an owners meeting on the 21st, which must ratify this deal by at least 24 owners. And then 50% of the players must also ratify this deal. Also, with this, at that 72-hour window after ratification, you're going to be able to keep your own teams. Your own free agents on each team. Each team will have that 72-hour window to make offers to their own free agents. Also, during that 72-hour window, they're going to have to release some free agents. Believe it or not, there is going to be a quick releasing of some veteran, noteworthy players from teams that are expecting roster bonuses. This is going to happen so quickly, it's going to blow your mind. The person from the Buffalo Bills that I believe is going to be released, and it shouldn't surprise to anyone, especially not me, I believe it's going to be wide receiver Lee Evans. I believe Lee Evans is going to be released from the Buffalo Bills, or he's going to be asked to take a substantial pay cut because of his lack of production on the football field. He's making about $9 million a year, and I don't believe Lee Evans is going to be a Buffalo Bill, not at a $9 million salary. I believe he's going to get cut. I think there's some other noteworthy players that are going to be released also. Possibly Albert Haynesworth from the Washington Redskins. Donovan McNabb from the Washington Redskins. There's going to be some noteworthy players that are going to be released in that 72-hour window, and that also includes Vince Young and the Tennessee Titans. I don't believe there's a trade out there for him. I think the Titans are going to just release him, and he's going to have to sign with the best team that gives him the best contract. This is going to happen very quickly during that 72-hour window. Then after that 72-hour window, free agency is going to begin, and it's going to be beginning very quick. Agents are going to be signed all over this country so quickly, it's going to make your head spin. And it is going to happen within that 72-hour window. And then you're going to have training camps opening up. I don't believe you're going to see the Hall of Fame game take place in Canton, Ohio. I think you'll have your Canton, Ohio induction of the Hall of Fame inductees, but no Hall of Fame game. I can't see teams being ready to play within the framework of this time frame. I don't see free agency possibly beginning any earlier than July the 25th. And the Hall of Fame game is going to take place on August the 7th. I cannot see that happening. So the Hall of Fame game probably will be the only casualty of the preseason season, but you're going to have your Hall of Fame induction just without the game. And that's okay. You've got labor peace that is about to happen. The lockout is about over, and we're about to enjoy football. Now, what about the NBA? The NBA lockout is still going on and could go on for a good while. A lot of these players and owners face the realization that the NBA is a different animal, and you're going to have to come to an agreement where it is profitable for ownership and players. Ownership and players are going to have to work hand in hand to make this deal happen, especially the small market teams. Small market teams do not get the corporate endorsements of the New York Knicks or the Los Angeles Lakers to make up for the fact of declining revenues. But the small market teams, if you want to keep them in the NBA and not have the NBA move to an international basketball league, you're going to have to make these concessions, and you're going to have to make them real. All right, that's all for us here with our weekly sports update. We'll see you next week. I am the Mighty OB'a. NFL lockout is almost over, and it's time to play football.